Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, one of my subscribers asked if I could do a past life reading just for the collective to see what's popping up and what information you can get from the past life that comes up in the reading, because if you know where you're coming from, you'll kind of know where you're going to go to a certain degree. And there's a lot of information you can find out from past lives, because when we incarnate, we have different past lives, and certain things that happen to us in past lives can trickle through into this lifetime. So certain phobias and certain struggles that you're facing in this lifetime may be due to energy cords or past memories from that past life that can manifest into this current lifetime. Because I've had previous lives in Egypt and South or North America, South America, the indigenous. So like, yeah, I was like a healer and a shaman over in them times, which was pretty cool. And also I've been killed a few times in a few past lives from being shackled. One from having my head sliced, one and then being dragged through the city, and then one I was a slave and I was shackled by the throat a lot. So I got a lot of throat problems during this lifetime. And also speaking up. I got killed for being a witch or wizard in a past life for speaking my truth. So speaking my truth is one of my lessons in this lifetime that I've got to master and work through. So yeah, let's just see what's popping up in the collective. I'm in a real chilled state at the moment, so yeah, we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna catch a vibe and then see how the story's going. I don't usually smoke during the reading, but I feel it chilled. Alright, let's see what's popping. What part of the collective I'm going to be picking up. Cards, show me what happened in previous lifetimes, where the energy is still quite dominant in this lifetime. Alright, so the first card that come out is authority figure. So you may be I'm getting police officer that's coming out. You may need or was working with the law or justice system. I'm getting 1984 is coming to mind. So if that number resonates with you, hit the comments and let me know. And then the next card is leaving or traveling. So you was probably on the road a lot, traveling from place to place, maybe trying to find your journey, trying to find your path. And obviously you may be well educated, because the more you travel, the more experience you get, and you find out other ways of being and living. Because when you go to different countries, they have different ways of life, and then once you're living there, you will automatically start doing that as well. And let's see what else is popping. So you got vows. So in this lifetime, you may have certain vows that may be blocking you. So some of you may had made vows that in your previous lifetime you may not, I don't know, have children or something in the previous lifetime. That's why you may be finding it difficult to get pregnant for some reason. That's coming up to me. But yeah, there were certain vows that was made in a lifetime So you may want to try to do some cord cutting or some soul contract work to find out what your vows were, because you may have had vows like, I'm going to be on my spiritual path and get to my highest spiritual evolution in this lifetime. That could have been your vows from the last lifetime. Also, some people's vows in the previous lifetime can be saying, yeah, I've manifested, reincarnated in this lifetime to experience being homeless, if that makes sense. So yeah, some of you have got vows that are quite dominant in this lifetime. So use authority, maybe into the justice system. You may have got arrested, or you may be the lawyer or judge. Used to like to travel and leave in, but there's vows here. Angels, so you're very in tuned. Your angels are always around you. Your angels are always around you. You've been called to conversate with your angels and spirit guides more. Okay, give me some more cards. What's going on? And then you got forgiveness. So some of you's got some forgiveness work from a past lifetime. So maybe you're being stubborn, and your life lesson maybe in this lifetime is to learn to forgive someone who's done you wrong, instead of holding it and carrying that with you your whole lifetime, because you're going to be walking around your whole lifetime with this heavy ass energy. So your one of your life goals or life path missions is to forgiveness in this lifetime. Yeah, forgiving isn't easy when people have wronged us, but once you forgive them, you're forgiving first forgive yourself and then forgive them, because once that energy is let go, you're free to free up that inner space instead of holding on to that certain emotions like betrayal or mistrust. Forget them and move on. You know, forgive them and move on. Yeah, the world doesn't have to be a difficult, but you know. And then you got Atlantis. So some of you's had past connections into Atlantis. So Atlantis and Liberia. I think Liberia come before Atlantis. So some of you may have a very good connection with dolphins. Some of yous may have lifetimes where you know kind of what was happening with Atlantis. So some of you, your anxiety may be linked to that time of kind of Atlantis falling. So maybe that's why you may be struggling, or have feel like the world's kind of against you at this time, because your past life memories remember what happened in Atlantis, how obviously it collapsed or whatever, and we're kind of seeing that in society. So how you're feeling may be linked to that. So you may have an energy core to Atlantis and memories from that. Alright, let's see what else is popping. And then the next card is community living. So yeah, you was probably just in the community, but used to like to travel a lot. And community living, there, like, you was a part of the community, so you might have been bringing the people together, but you lived in a part of the community, which is cool. Helping others in the community and stuff. But the forgiveness is prominent. That's probably one of your main life lessons in this lifetime. Alright. And then you got male and female. So you may be bisexual in this lifetime, or you may be, yeah, maybe some of you're bisexual, because some star seeds and that don't really have a gender, so they can jump between not it's kind of like it's hard to it's yeah, when you start going into it, being a star seed, you don't really like when you go up dimensions. There's the genders are basically neutral, right? Because you have your divine masculine and divine feminine, so they basically merge together. So everyone has the male and female in them. So that's why you get you're starting to see a lot of the younger generations kind of being bisexual because they're exploring their sexuality. In the society, they'll tell you, oh yeah, you gotta like men or gotta like women. You gotta like the same sex, basically, not same sex, the opposite sex. But love is love, man. You can get two gays or two lesbians that are having better relationship than someone who's married and they're in love. So yeah, so you maybe oh mate, oh shit, I'm seeing it. You may have been born. Some of you may have been born a female in a man body. So I'm getting a lot of I'm just getting a lot of masculine energy here, but I'm getting it more for a female though. Maybe wrong. And then the next card is transportation. So you used to get to travel around a real lot. So you was community living. Lessons and blessings. Yeah, lessons and blessings. So yeah, you're always getting lessons and blessing on the way. You was community living. You're very connected to your angels. You was authority figure at some point. So whether you was getting in trouble with the law, or you was in the you might have been a judge or something maybe. But then yeah, you like to travel. You maybe had to travel a lot for work, and leaving a lot by transportation. But you've got vows. You had previous life in Atlantis and have a connection with dolphins. Forgiveness is I wouldn't say vow, but yeah, there may be you got to go through a whole healing and forgiveness. So whether you got to forgive yourself or another person, that's what kind of your either your life lesson is or your vows. So you got to forgive something, and you know what it is that you need to forgive. And then there's female, male and female. So you might be looking for a partner, or you had a partner and you was apart a lot because there was a lot of travel and transportation here. And then you got lessons and blessings. So you're kind of always connected to the universe, and you'll be signposted and guided to where you need to be. Kind of things will just fall in your lap, yeah. And everything happens for a lesson or a blessing, but then both is learning. And it's the way we perceive things. So you may have you can have a good or bad experience, but if you stay neutral, it's not really good or bad because you have no connection to the good or bad. It's just being, yeah. And then the next card is karmic relationship. So yeah, some of you may be in a karmic relationship, or your current situation is involving a karmic relationship. So some of you may be going through, you're on your path, you're traveling a lot, but you've made certain vows to forgive, blessings and lessons, and then you've got karmic situation. So some of you have got karmic relationships from past lives that are manifesting in this lifetime. So some of you may be in this karmic situation already, or it's going to be coming. You are basically tying up not dead ends, but you're tying up things from the past relationship that needed to be resolved in this lifetime. So this maybe happened in the time of Atlantis, but there was a lot of travel between you guys, and either you or them live in the community. A lot of travel, but there's vows made in previous lifetimes, connected to your angels, but there's lessons and blessings. But this card a bit lesser there. This card a bit lesser. Let's see what's popular. This card a bit lesser. A lot of travel. Then I'm getting monk or nun. So some of yous I don't know if it's from this time or your previous lifetime. You might have been a monk or a nun, and in society, sex is really over. It's very sexualized. Like being intimate with someone is connecting on a deep level, like holding a steady conversation. You can be more intimate by getting to know someone than just the actual sex. People think, oh, sex is intimate, yeah, but are they? Is it like? Are they? Is it Can they get you turned on by talking and learning and teaching you things? Like the flesh is what's the word? The flesh is yes, the internal man, the soul. Nourish the soul, not the nourish the soul, not the physical, man. The physical is boring. Not boring, but you know. So some of you, maybe that might be your path to be a monk or a nun also. And then the last card is wars and battles. So you've had previous lifetimes when you've been going to war and battle. This is a mad little reading, but you're getting a few lifetimes up in here. But let's see what I can see. So he's living in the community. You're very connected to your angels, but you used to like to travel a lot, or there was traveling. You've made some vows in a past life that's trickling into this one. You may have past lives in Atlantis. You may have a connection with dolphins. One of your main life lessons in this reading is to forgive. You may also be called to try to balance out your divine masculine and divine feminine energies. There's a karmic relationship that you're going to either you're in or it's going to manifest, and there's lessons to be learned in it. There was communal living, lessons and blessings. So there's always lessons and blessings on the path, and they show you when you're on the right path. Then you've got transportation. So you used to make transport or used to travel a lot. Then you got monk or nun, which was saying I've used a monk or nun in the previous lifetime. So that might be why you may be having be insecure around sex, maybe, and that is coming from a last lifetime. For an example, because we can get certain things from certain lifetimes that will trickle over into this lifetime, and it will become like a blockage for us. So I was killed in the past life for having throat chakra problem. I was killed a few times by getting my head cut off, and being chained, like shackled by the neck, and that's to do with like expressing yourself, talking up and stuff, and that's trickled in from my previous lifetime. So in my lifetime, I've got to talk and be more expressive and work more with the throat chakra, because in the past life I was shut down for it. And I've done past life regression. When you can start getting into it, and meditating and going back, it's quite cool, man, to know where you've been. And then you got battles and wars. So at some point you was on the battlefield. But yeah, I don't know what part of the collective that I'm picking up, with. But yeah, that's your past life reading, man. If you guys like the video, like, share, subscribe, don't be shy. And also, if any of you are interested in a personal reading, you can send me an email, because I'm currently having the breaks from social media because it's a bit blah. But anyway, peace, love and light, tribe, and I'm going to hit you guys up real soon.